once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I tell you what, I really am. I'm filled with joy and appreciation. Happy Sunday, fellow Talcottians, to all who may find these words. Much love to you, and praise God indeed. Sending love to you as well. Coffee at the FBO and blessings to you, Jimmy Shively. Be at peace. The Lord is with us. The Chatter King. Blessings to all of you and to those who tune in later, who join us along the way. You know what? Let's see what we can do today, because I'm feeling pretty inspired again. The topic, I guess, is more of a question for each of us. What prevents your peace? What will you choose if given the choice of peace or absence of peace? Do you pay attention to peace? Do you have a mind full of peace, or is peace absent from your thoughts? It's all a play on words until it's not. And when it's not a play on words, it's real. And what is real, brothers and sisters? Surrender to God, and no battle is yours. It is true. Let that be true for you, because consider these observations for yourself. Little thought experiment. How can there be a battle if there's no one to judge? If there's no one judging another, there is no battle. So surrender your mind, baby. Surrender your mind to love and see God prevailing with you, through you, for you, in the world all around you. Let it be, it being love. Let love be with you. Allow it. Invite it, right? And when you find that love with you in whatever form it is, and we'll talk about love a little more today too. But when you find that love in your life, in whatever way it is, when you feel good, also include a little appreciation, right? Really, really appreciate the love in your life when you find it and you share it, because that's how love grows. Love grows through attention, just like anything good, right? You got to give the good things in life attention. You can give the bad things in life your attention too if you want, and then you live a real crabby, upset life, like many of my regular guests that come through. Praise God. Hey, strength to you, blessings to you, man. And Trixie, much love to you. To all. Oh, and amen. Already, what am I? 5 minutes into the stream with a 2-minute opening, according to Panel Waste Management. Jack just fucked up already. Looks like the clock has been ticking. Hello to everybody. Why are you giggling so much? Are wars over? No, but the battles have been won. I have none. I have peace in my heart, and I'm gaining a game plan. And actually, that's what we can talk about today. We can talk about some game plans, strategies, how to win for the peace movement, of course. Not just these guys, but all the other groups, the people who care about peace. the Buddhist monks who are out there walking every single day. 2,300 miles, man. They're on day 70 or something like that. Anyway, for those who don't know, please feel free to ask. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance because I know what God has given me. My life. I get it. My life, man. Praise God. I am so grateful to be me. I really, truly am. And I want to share the gratitude with you. I want you to feel good about you, whoever you are. Because if you're anything like me, you've been through some stuff and you've seen some stuff, but you're still doing all right, right? You don't always do the right thing, but you sure do try. I think that's what most of us are like. I am in such a place of peace. I want to welcome warmly our first guest. Welcome back, Tommy. Luma Tommy.
Jack, who's these bitter people you're talking about?
Which ones?
I don't know. You talk like everybody that comes here needs your help for their life or something. And the only person I see that needs help and rejects it is you. You're saying we're bitter when just the thing that obviously gets you is a simple man that may be hard to track through the fields or the woods or whatever. He just comes up and asks you questions and you lose your antichrist shit on him.
Can you pause and be patient?
Was that too fast for you? Oh, is that nigger Brownsbird here? I saw he showed up there to give you some false support.
Why don't you stop, okay? There's guests in the back. I can either put you in the back.
Questions. You still haven't answered my question from last stream. And I thought you were coming over last night because you said on your stream you were coming over. I went 11 hours. Where'd you go?
So we'll get back to this.
Let's pile people on until nothing gets done.
Pardon?
Let's pile people on till all we do is talk about things and that.
Welcome, gentlemen. Henry, the producer, especially. How are you, brother? How's things going?
Yeah, I'm good. The dog's sleeping. It's very cold in Edinburgh. How are you, Jack?
Oh, is that a pup next to you?
Yeah.
I couldn't see it as well. Here. I'm going to bring Tommy back up. Unless you guys have anything specific yet.
Well, you know that I have those clips at some point soon. I'd like to get there. But I do have something I need to address with you as well, Jack. That $10 you spent to kick me from Jeranism's panel.
Yes, we have not discussed that yet, have we?
Well, we can get back to it later, Jack.
I think it was money well spent, and I appreciate you being a good sport about it. I figured you would get it, and it was in support of the channel, in support of what they were doing too. So I'd like to bring Tommy back up because he has been polite, and I want to answer to what he asked me about too.
Truth or Cop, I think we need to cover Truth or Cop because Jack's using nitwit money like from that Muslim Tarek to remove Truth or Cop from panels. Jack, you fucking cheapskate. I gave Henry $100 to boot your daddy like years ago.
I remember it well.
Everybody, yeah, we all do. As a taste of his own medicine, and Jack still supports that blabbering idiot that doesn't live up to what he talks. But that's why he's Jack's daddy. Isn't that a coincidence? Neither of you live up to this world-changing crap you talk every day.
I really wanted to swing back through last night.
Oh, I don't care. I wouldn't let you up. Am I being too loud? Am I being too abrasive? Am I not letting you talk? How are you gonna get me kicked out today?
No, you see the pup?
Oh, you ain't gonna. Yeah. I will come to where you live and break your nose if you ever throw dogs between us again, because you've already flexed that, and these people forget it. And your second daddy flow state, I've covered that whole thing, and you didn't. You support those people, and I hate your guts.
I know your audio is.
Oh, that's what I talked to you about, Jack. It was fixed. I came to your panel and you turned that thing off. I think you're playing games because you're bitching about everybody's audio that slightly triggered you, which is everybody. You're a joke.
That's you. Tom,
No,
I have
not.
not.
Show some fucking respect. Are you an adult ass man?
Please do the same. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and have you yell and demand things when your audio sucks, Tom. I heard the claim you made. Yes, maybe I unchecked it, but your box, the thing that you wanted to be, it's there, and your audio sucks, Tom. Hey, there's someone else here too. Boy, welcome to you.
Thank you, but how the fuck does it happen that you always switch out Tommy for me? How does that happen?
I don't know, man.
Oh, but it happens. It's not a
Jack,
bad
before we
thing.
get,
It's not a bad thing.
Jack, before the panel gets too crazy, can we look at those two videos really quick? The BG on the scene and news to share down there in DC today, covering the J6 protest.
Oh, you meant the ones you text me.
Yeah, I just texted the last two links, I believe. One is BG on the scene, the other is news to share. You know,
Yeah.
news to share is like always. He's always getting stuff out there. He's made a lot of clips. You can look him up on CNN and see what he's put out there. But
Which one
he's
should we
out there
pull up?
today. BG on the scene first, probably, because that'll be quick, and I think there is this one chick yelling and makes it kind of unbearable, but it's just give a taste of what's going on.
All right. I don't.
The Illuminati, the New World Order, the Deep State, the Shadow Government. They go by many names, but Jesus told us who they are.
Oh, is
those who lie about being Jews, but are.
Is this one of these Israelis that pretends to be a white guy?
I don't know.
This is a J6 guy, Jake Lang. He was arrested and all that, and they're protesting out there. I don't know who else is there, but you can kind of see that.
Sorry. So the speaker is Jake Lang, apparently.
I think this is. Yeah, I'm not certain that's him, but I believe it is.
How are you not certain?
No, I
How
get
are
it.
you
You're
not
out here
certain of what you're promoting?
to do the bidding of a foreign country. We have been dragged in to do the bidding of a
You
foreign
can
country.
skip like 30 minutes ahead because that chick screams for like 30 minutes. It is unbearable. But it's the kind of thing that's going on in DC, and this is kind of war in our own nation. This is the street. Like this, people are arguing out there over
Israeli fucking propaganda, and you're promoting it. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you, Truth to Cop?
Well, this is what's going on, man.
This is what's wrong with you, right? You're still biting the bait.
Who's biting bait? Jack Talcott wants to talk to Trump, boy. Where do you think we're at, dude? What timeline is this, boy? Can you catch up to the present, please? News to share, Ford Fisher. Now, this guy's, dude, just kind of give you a taste of these guys because they're going to be in DC a lot, Jack. These people like BG on the scene's from California, and he flew out to DC at some point. So he's there for a reason now. And you have the monks coming in, the Peace Walk, right? They'll be in DC soon. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah. I know. The thing is I don't see a lot of organization or clarity in what's going on in the streets. I hear a lot of people pointing out the problems, but the solutions are what the monks are doing, right? The solutions are to be with peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's one of the solutions for people like you and me, Jack? Shouldn't we be monks? Should we become monks? I mean, or is that a bit too far?
we can all become devotees to peace and love. That's basically what a monk is, right?
Yeah.
So we can do that in the streets. We can do that in our communities, be devotees to peace and love. I got frustrated yesterday in the stream. I've been frustrated quite a bit. And Truther Cop, I don't mean to just jump away from what you brought up. Okay, those guys they're actively reporting and actively doing things, and there is a lot happening in DC. And I'm going to follow up with this more. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to give everyone a taste, like what's going on in like DC now, because it's been a while since I've looked, but there hasn't been much. And now all of a sudden, there's a lot going on for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jack, you want to tell us about how you got frustrated on the stream yesterday? Yeah.
Well, I got frustrated because I feel a sense of urgency. I feel like there's more to be done. It's just right there. So I started working again to figure out what is it I'm doing? What is it that's going on? So I went to AI earlier today and I asked it, first, did Donald Trump make a New Year's resolution related to world peace? And who could easily help me speak with him? I can honestly state that God has shown me solutions to share with him, Donald Trump, and the U.S. Congress. So AI says, yep, Donald Trump did say that. Who could help? Yeah, congressional offices, members of House and Senate. I could write letters or emails to them and their staff, request meetings with the aides, and I've done all those things, and I've been to town halls, I've been to public events. Tried meeting former aides and advisors. I'm continuing to reach out. I've reached out and continue to reach out to peace advocacy groups. It's been a while since I've reached out to any sort of national media platforms. I continue.
How long ago was that, Jack?
Which part?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
the first part or the second part. I mean, since when did you reach out to? I mean, when did you reach out to them? I hear you when you say AI is giving you all the advice that you actually did already. So when was that? Like a year ago?
And some of these things, it's been a while. It's been quite a while since I've tried some of these things, but I'm continuing, right? Okay. Principle, be clear, concise. That's what everyone's telling me. Avoid claims that are unverifiable or without evidence. Here, and so it asks, what's your core message or proposal is? The core messages are simple. This is what Jack Talcott is trying to promote, right? This is what the Live Without Fear is about. Truth and compassion are important. Secrets and lies spread confusion and insanity. Wars end when people stop fighting, and reforms begin with agreement. You bring all that together, a world without debts and a world without wars, it's waiting to be shared by good people.
It's so simple when you say it like that, Jack.
It really is, dude.
Yeah, it is. It is that simple. Yeah.
It is that simple. Tommy, do you have
Doesn't mean
objections?
simple like easy, or he shouldn't at least. He means simple like you're a bonehead.
Yeah.
It's simple, like just as it's stated, 4 simple guidelines.
Jack
Presents the case that wars can
that
end.
future Nephilim-minded godless machine out of my face before
Even
I
a
get PML in
madman
here.
like you should be able to understand it. That's why it's so
Yes.
simple.
Thank you, Void.
What did he say? Something to me?
We keep it
Yes.
simple, stupid.
Well, he used to call me a Jew faggot on OTW stream all the time, and I don't think that just because he left and came back a little
Come
reserved
on,
that
dude.
changes
I mean,
anything.
don't drag us down. Come on.
Right.
That's
Come on, Tommy.
now what I was trying to say, Jack, is if anybody out here listening for anything more than the entertainment of your lostness had any ounce of credibility, every time you reply to a real question or a real accountability statement with "that's you" and your like falsetto voice, they should just log off. You're garbage. So once again, are you a grown ass man?
Anytime anybody says that's you,
Oh, you gotta let your European
in that
coward talk for you.
falsetto voice that you hate so much, they're trying to emulate you. Tommy.
Boy, what did I tell Jack was the solution
That's you.
to "that's you"?
See, there you go. I love it.
Please pause. Because
Jack, what did I tell you the respectful way to "that's you" is?
you said to do a lot of things. You said to show it and explain it, but you never allow the opportunity for that to happen.
Liar.
Here's the question of the day.
When I just asked you that question, did I let you answer?
What prevents our peace?
Whose peace?
Yours and mine.
You saying "that's you" instead of being accountable? It's
Here and now.
it's your daddy got you pumped about saying "that's you," hello dumbass, and it's what's made you nothingness.
Tommy, let's please be here and now.
Oh, I forgot about repeating names and saying "be here and now." Do you know how long you've looped this shit?
We've both played parts in this.
No. We've covered this. You're the loop because you're the one that's stuck on not being able to reply to real shit.
Please pause, or I'm going to talk.
You. Remember the day where every time you say one of these evasive, redundant things, I say the TOS, non-TOS?
All right, I'll just put you in a corner, and then maybe I won't bring you back up. I mean, that's a chance you can take too, Tommy. Consequences to everything.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to be a truther cop to say that, to make the difference. What? He just left us? No, you didn't push him out.
I didn't do that. That was like divine timing, man. You brought him up and he was gone.
Sure. I didn't mean to do that. But I do understand why you are still how do you call this, infatuated with Tommy, right? Because he is an interesting personality, right? And you should let him speak, but it's undoable, to have him on a panel. It's interesting to hear what he has to say, but then again, you can't have a conversation.
He can when he chooses to have a conversation, but for whatever reason, he's picked up a habit of arguing with me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be that way. But this is what God is showing me, guys. This is God's story. We're just dreaming all these disagreements. That's the truth.
Fucking nightmare, dude, so far. Yeah.
Only for those who feel absent from love. And you feel absent from love when you have a distant relationship with God. But when you have an intimate relationship with God, it's like love is right there. And with the love right there, you can feel this peace, and life is more of a dream than a nightmare. That's kind of what this thumbnail was about. It sounds completely illogical until you think it through and you find a way that it makes sense, but surrender to God and no battle is yours. Well, where is God? Here and now, I guess. So surrender to now, or the biblical explanation, God is love. Surrender to love and no battle is yours, right? We don't have to fight. It's all made up. It's all pretend. And that's what I want to talk to Donald Trump about. Truth and compassion are the foundation of peace, right? These are the things I stand on. Truth and compassion, those are the foundation for peace. And if you think about it, truth plus compassion. That is love. If you can share the truth with compassion, that is how love is offered. And I would love to share truth and compassion. Tommy?
Jack, you can share truth and compassion about as much as you can share fiat money. You don't have either.
I'm growing in the truth and compassion, but
Now,
the
boy.
money's not there.
No, you're not, dickhead, or I wouldn't treat you like this. Now,
Oh
boy,
my-
you want to
Yeah.
unpack that Tom can't have a conversation thing? Because if you were honest, you'd see this dude
I know
is
that you
hitting the
can.
weak button.
I know that you can have a conversation. And
Okay, then how about you leave me alone and leave it for a panel? I'll leave open. You can come say faggot
what do
Jew
you
all you
mean?
want, and I'll show you what's up.
alone when you just joined the panel. I mean, come on. What do you mean? I will leave you alone if you want to have a chat with Jack. That's okay.
Oh, boy. Quote Jack's daddy, with all this ball washing you're doing, I don't find you credible or respect you.
See, now you sound just like
but
one
why?
of these Penalversians people.
Yeah.
No, I sound like Jack's daddy.
I thought you were the president, dude. I thought you
No,
were.
I was assassinated, and that's why I have my rage hasn't been
you
untethered. It knows no
assassinated
bounds.
yourself. You did a self-assassination there, dude.
No, it was actually
Yes, you did.
Jizvan 2220, but I'll cover
In
that more.
YouTube
What are you
terms,
agreeing with, Jack? I can't even hear this European queer.
I know. I'm going to try and turn them up.
No, how about you just boot him because he's not having a conversation?
That's
Like you.
You're not having a conversation.
You
You're
fucking
arguing.
didn't. See, let's unpack that.
I'm trying to. Look
What
at
do
you.
you mean I'm not
Is that
having
your
a
new
conversation?
word?
Do you really mean to say, Tom, I want everybody to agree with me?
No, Tom.
Let me see
what
the
I want you
background.
to do-
Let me see the background.
Tom, should I rewind to show how you're just interrupting and arguing?
You're letting Boy do that. I'm trying to get you on a track that we can
I'm
do a thing.
letting Boyd- Oh, okay. Okay. So
Let
back to the
me
blame
see
game.
the background picture.
Oh, that's what you're asking.
What
Yeah.
do you get out of that when I ask that? Now, does
No.
that picture look like it depicts a god that is opposed to man at war?
I don't know.
Yeah, because you're an idiot. And now instead
no.
of going to the god you
Those
claim
are
you
all
worship, you
dummies.
went
What the
straight to
fuck?
that
Dummy,
demonic
tell us-
computer
tell-
thing.
Tommy, tell us what you
it's
see
a-
when you look at that picture. I want to hear
Yeah.
what you see.
Fuck you. You're letting him overtalk my
What do you
shit, and you don't
no, what
care
do you
because you're
see?
biased and you're an
help me.
idiot.
What do you see? What
Tom,
do you
Jack,
see?
you're a narcissist and a manipulator. Do you want to have a
Tom,
conversation?
What do you see when you look at
Do you want to have a
Yes,
conversation?
Yes, please. That's why I'm asking you.
Not with you, faggot.
Okay.
You're fake, boy. You just
Hey,
go
boy,
where you know you
boy,
can
please.
ball wash for panel time. You might as well be flow void.
Redirect.
Voice
Redirect,
state.
Tom.
Well,
Redirect.
he has to be flow
I
void
tried,
because if he
Jack.
was,
Jack
see,
knows
he's
I
over talking
tried.
me.
At
Thank you,
least
boy.
Jack knows I tried.
Thank you. Please pause now. Please.
Do you believe
Back
that, Jack?
up a little bit. Believe which? I lost track.
You're agreeing with everything this flow voice says. And he's flow void, not voice state. If he was voice state, he wouldn't have ran
Now
from
I'm
his
flow
home country
void?
like a coward.
Oh, man.
Tom,
Man. Oh.
Tom, let's breathe and be. Okay.
Yeah, why don't you try it sometime? Shout to George Floyd.
Let's breathe and be with
Is
peace.
that an answer, or can okay? You go ahead and kick it off, Jack. What do you want to do?
Let's breathe and be with peace. And I appreciate
Wait, no,
that.
I didn't hear that part. One more time.
You're such you are such an antagonist, dude.
No, you're a fucking evasive, non-answer having faggot, and you think you're gonna build something off this?
Please help guide me back to the question. What was the question you want to answer?
I said take it, and I'll show you how you are.
Take what?
It's your show.
Holy hell.
Oh, you didn't have anything planned today. You're just gonna click go live. I can do 11 hours like that. Why can't you?
I know you can. So here, this is what I was talking about. The foundational principles of this live without fear. And what
No,
Jack
no,
Talcott
you don't do that.
what we can bring to
You're a ripoff.
Why are you interrupting me so much?
Who said fear not?
Many. Jesus did. The angels
Now
did.
what the fuck do we need you for?
Holy hell. Why are you so
Answer
angry?
me.
Well, I mean, I
Answer
can
me,
get, I can
dude.
answer,
Not
I can answer
boy.
you. I can answer you. If
Hey boy, I
I
know you're a
may.
little slow in the short attention span. You
If I
are not
may,
in
if I
this.
may answer you, I can answer you. You know, why is he here?
Boy,
and
boy,
why-
are you paying attention? Can you get in the now?
Yes, I am paying attention. I'm answering your
Boy,
question.
just breathe.
And
Jack,
so,
why?
see, this is why you're insufferable, dude. And
No,
so,
you.
why? And so, your question was, why would we listen to Jack? Well, if only for you and me to be here together and listen to Jack and talk to each other.
Jack,
Only for that. If only for that.
kick him. No, Jack, you just pulled your daddy. How do I respect that? If you want to have it back and forth, you can't have that European queer cutting in. But you let him because you have nothing. You've got nothing.
It's not accurate. I've got
It
peace.
is. Okay, now let's have a back and forth. You can't say that's not accurate. You can't say that's you. You can't say, what if you're wrong? You must stand on your shit as if I'm the gate to everything you want to get to.
But you're not.
But it's a hypothetical so you can show your viewers and supporters that you're legit.
All right.
Wait, I had to explain that to you?
No, let's play along. I'll play along.
I'm not playing. You play too much because you know you have nothing. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, you big boy now? Faggot. Jack, I hope you go somewhere and don't tell us, and I hope you get something accomplished because every day we're nearing a time I will just find you and I'm going to hurt you, like, because you deserve it. And I'm going to send that footage to your son and he'll sleep well at night. You are a piece of shit. Now, if you don't fill this time with something that shows them you're not, I'm just going to keep going in on you. And when you hit that weak button, they'll be like, he ain't shit, nigga. That nigga ain't shit. Okay, limber up. Limber up. It's only talkies.
It feels good, dude. I found some.
Well, it's a very short-lived feeling compared to the eternity. You'll regret how you've done this. You'll regret everything you've done as the worm that cannot be filled devours you and you burn. And all your buddies from YouTube will be there too.
Can I share something positive, or do you want to continue your direction?
I am positive you're a piece of shit. I think you've already deflected from what I was waiting for you to limber up for. Jack, what are you laughing at, man? This is your livelihood, and you're not showing anything. Even Henry left.
I know, that saddened me.
Jack, it's not funny, dude. It's sad. Look how out of water you are without that's you.
Well, now you got me being rude to Voy now, too.
He deserves it. He's fake, and you are too.
What are you?
I'm holding you accountable, and you don't seem to be taking it anywhere. Okay, start with the opening spiel. It's almost like I forgot what you say every day. Jack, hit me with it, and we'll see where it goes.
What prevents your peace? Oh, here.
No. I mean, pretend I'm not here. You never met me. Don't give me this Antichrist ripoff gay shit. Start with, hi, I'm Jack Talcott. And I am positive I am Jack Talcott.
Right, yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm Jack Talcott, and there's not many.
Yeah, and isn't it funny that every day for 700 and something days, you answer how you're doing with, I'm feeling truly blessed. That's why we don't believe it. Nobody, even in the Bible, felt blessed every day because you're a liar and a poser and a front.
Dude, here, you know what? That's a good idea, but
yeah, that guy wants to fuck me.
Hey, stop. Be polite.
His words.
Tampa, welcome back. Tommy.
Thank you.
Can we work?
Oh, is Tampa the one that said send people to argue with me? I wish Jack wanted that. I wish he could stand up to it. Tampa, are you Christian?
I don't like labels.
Oh, I think that's the one label that we can stand if you are. All right, Tampa, are you Are you a saint?
I couldn't tell you if I'm a saint, but I follow Jesus.
Are you a
I follow his
remnant?
teaching.
Are
I
you a
don't
remnant?
even know what that is.
Okay, so Tampa, you stupid bitch. Those are words we were commonly called throughout history
I
more than
think he's in
Christian.
love with you, Jack.
Oh,
He is.
deflection. I absolutely loathe this man. He's a piece of shit. I hate him more than his son does.
Then why are you
I'm-
here? Because like I don't hang around people
Right.
I hate.
Because I
Right.
don't.
Like it doesn't make any sense. So it's got to be something else.
It is. It's,
Hi, boy.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
am I back? Oh, yeah. I was just
Yeah.
active in chat. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Tempa. Hi.
Yeah, I'm sorry for throwing you in the back. And,
No,
for
that's
those,
okay, man. That's okay. Yeah. It's just the dynamics of the show, right? Yeah.
it's a work in progress. I am a work in progress. Tommy is a work in progress. All of us are. But,
Yet. And. So.
thank you for that correction. Reminder. I appreciate those things. Today's ideas, seriously, it's simple. This can work for all of us as well. If we all just realize this for ourselves, it applies in all relationships. Love reveals the truth. Love and honesty walk hand in hand, right? So truth and compassion, those are the foundation of peace. I've been trying to communicate with Tommy with compassion, but he really gets to me sometimes. He's asking to be brought back up again.
Because he hates you so much, right? And you're such a piece of shit. And like, come on. He's full of it. That's not what this is.
I mean, it is fascinating. It is truly fascinating and interesting.
It is. Hey, Samsonite, listening in, blessings to you. I appreciate you. I see you out there. And many of you, many folks. Tom?
Would you like to unpack that, Tampa? Because there's a
See,
long
that's the
line of
word again.
failed new people that come along trying to
You
say, I
have
want to
this
suck
you have
Jack
this
off.
obsession with him. Like you're thinking about him more than you're thinking about like yourself, right? Because like
Would you like to prove that?
I mean, I can't prove it, but I've just from observation.
Then why
like,
is
I've been
your
watching.
cunt ass talking out your
Tom.
butthole?
Tom.
And
Language.
if
reason
I'm
you are,
thinking
dear.
about Jack, if I'm thinking about Jack more than I think about myself, is that
Well, it's like you have
Christianity?
critiqued every little problem that he has. What problems do you have that you need fixed?
What have I critiqued?
Every
What
little problem that he has.
Would you like to define that?
Oh my goodness, Tom!
No, because
you're
Jack,
denial.
That's all
do you
you've
not
done the whole time
see-
you've been up here.
Do
Yeah.
you not see that I'm calling you out on what you say online, and she's saying I'm nitpicking at your fucking hairdo, which is garbage, your clothing?
Okay. All right, Tom. God bless. You're observing correctly. Okay. Tom is in denial. Many people alive today are in denial about their behavior.
Just
They've
think
got
about
these.
how great everybody could be if they put all that focus on their issues, like critiqued every little tiny thing about themselves. I don't think we'd have all these problems in the world.
Many people have a blind spot, but Tommy has a blind vision.
It's not a blind spot. He sees it in other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
projecting onto other people
Yeah.
because he
And-
won't face it himself.
Yeah.
These patterns are actually described in the Bible as well.
I know. I didn't understand it until I learned other things outside of the Bible, and then went back and was like, "Oh, that's what that means."
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. When I finally turned to the Bible, it was explaining to me what I was seeing. It finally
Right,
gave
there's
me
a lot of psychology in there.
a ton.
So one of the expressions that I had most issues with since I was like a child, was the way to hell is paved with good intentions. I was like, how can that be? Right? I mean, I was like, how can that be? But now I know. You know,
Yeah.
that's how they sell communism to you, right? We're all the same. We're all equal. This is,
We
this
are.
is gonna go well, and that's the way to hell, right?
But no, that. See, the manipulation has actually been in the capitalist propaganda, probably
Yeah, it's in
more
all
so.
of them, really.
It's
All of them, correct?
it's
All of them.
equal,
Well,
whether it's communism or.
this is God's story, right? And so we've got to look at things and figure out, what does it mean? What's the reason? Why would these things happen? Well, it's the same continuation of, eating from the fruit of the tree of good and evil. We're going to continue tasting good and evil until we choose to align with only good. Because once I start, if people, back to what Tampa said, if people would spend more time looking at themselves, seeing when you find a problem in someone else, use that as a reminder. Ooh, how am I doing that? How am I being this way that I'm seeing? If more people did their inner work, we would have a world filled with more people like Christ or the Buddhists, right? The world would be filled with compassion and kindness. And we'd have no wars, and we wouldn't be walking around carrying unresolved trauma, because everyone would be helping everybody. It'd be perfect.
Yeah. Kumbaya.
I actually believe that this may be what God has in store for mankind. I really, really do.
I mean, mankind has to choose it.
That, Tampa, that is exactly it. Because where did that was one of the first things I point out, is that when people stop fighting, there are no wars, right? And as soon as we make agreements, we can reform, we can change. Every one of us individually, when we make a commitment, that's an agreement. We can transform ourselves.
I'm with you, Jack, but then again, we still need the military, dude.
What if the military, rather than being used for defenses and whatever,
Or
police,
attacks. Instead of defenses, let it use. I mean, instead of the Department of Defense, let's call it the Department of War. That's where
no,
no.
that is the direction, right? And once you've got a Department of War, you've got to justify it. That's why they just passed nearly $1 trillion of American tax dollar spending on the military defenses again, right? Got to justify that war industry. But what if we took those healthy, brilliant, right, talented young men and women who are volunteering themselves for a greater cause? And what if we use them for a greater cause? Instead of piracy, stealing oil tankers, and instead of, extrajudicial murders. I mean, when is America, seriously, when are we going to collectively face the legal murders that are continuing every day? War.
That's a very big question, Jack, to ask.
That's what I want to talk to Donald Trump and the U.S. Congress about, sincerely. Yeah. That's why I moved here outside of Washington, D.C. And this was my thought today. What I was communicating with AI about is, look at the signs. Donald Trump, apparently, he was asked, what's his New Year's resolution? He says world peace. He's been, trying to put himself out. He wants to be recognized as the president of peace, but he's going the wrong direction. I just want to help him out. And I can literally say, I'm a man devoted to God. And did God bring me here? Or did I?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
right? As with Moses, I am told him to go. The great I am, the I am that is with all of us. Do we listen to that? Or do we listen to each other? That's the question. Tommy's so upset at me in the back.
Well, Jack, how about yourself, huh?
Oh. Well, here, this can easily be communicated to anyone in Congress. Donald Trump can understand these things. I keep repeating the first one, truth and compassion, the foundation of peace. But following through, secrets and lies. They create confusion, fear, social instability. Wars end when people and nations choose to stop fighting. Lasting reform begins with honest agreement. In a world without debt and war, it's not impossible. A world without debt and war is waiting to be chosen.
It's easily established too, right? In no time. It can be done in almost no time.
That's
Like
what I think.
within a couple of years, I'm not the economist. I don't know how to do that, but I know there's people that are able to do it, that know what they're doing, that know how to build an economy, like what's important. And yeah, there is people that know how to do that, in a sustainable, well, not sustainable, that word's got a bit of a bad connotation to it, but in in a viable way, I mean, it's possible.
Here, I apologize, boy. I lost track from where you were.
Never mind. That's
STB,
okay.
welcome to you. I've got Tommy anxiously trying to
Is
get
that Scott to be? Scott to be?
Yes, it is, boy. How you doing, buddy?
Okay.
Good to see
Maybe Tommy's just tired of his time being wasted over nitwit. Let's say you wanted to help a person. He's waving a sign, and you give him $1. Did you help the person?
So, are you waving a sign looking for $1, Tommy? Give me your cash
Shut
app.
up, you
I'll give you
fat
$1.
piece of shit. You don't even
Go
watch
for-
Jack's show. You're just a Cam Mike
Is
seeking
that-
attention
is
seeking
that-
faggot.
Is,
I've got
is that how
footage
you're
of you
nice to
hate.
people?
Hey, Scott.
Thank you. Be nicer.
Scott.
Scott, please pause.
Thank-
Please.
I've got
Okay.
footage of you hating on me for holding Jack accountable. 2 shows later, he's doing you the same way and you're bitching. Fuck off,
Okay.
loser.
Oh, come on.
Please, Scott, you
What?
may not
Come on,
realize
you
it.
faggot.
I'm
Tom
relaxed. I'm
Tom
on break.
Tom was actually here in peace. He was with a bit.
No, I was
and-
trying to do Untrackable, asking you the question that you couldn't
No.
answer, dipshit.
I
And,
got
and hey, Tampa, if you follow Jesus, Jesus didn't say everybody helping everybody. There's actually 7 types of people we're not supposed to help, and Jack's like 5 of them.
holy cow.
Fuck you, Scott. You can't do what I do. Can't do like me. Can't panel like me. Can't diet like me.
I'm amused by you. I don't want to be like you, man. But I am amused
Yeah,
by
because
you.
you, Scott, to be a fat piece of shit.
What are
Hey,
the other
thank you, Tommy.
I mean,
I
what
really
are the other
appreciate
people?
I appreciate all your critiques.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Scott. You are a gentleman. Thank you. I'm gonna take a break, Tom, for a moment. Huh?
I was just going to move it right along. How you doing, Jack?
Feeling blessed, brother. I really am.
Yeah, you're gonna take a break, and we're just gonna have a conversation with Tampa and Scott to be. I think that's okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're here for you, Jack, because you know what? You're usually here for us, and that's not an overstatement.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
So,
that.
yeah, but the New Year's kicked off, and hopefully things are shaping up your way a little bit. What do you have to say about it?
It's time. It is time for
Yeah.
the American people to get control of what is going on.
Yeah.
And I think, there's many ways to do this, but I'm not sure how God's going to do it.
Probably one soul at a time, in my opinion. But if you can gather a bunch together and pass them through, uniformly, you may be onto something.
Well, the thing is we have all the answers, and this is what I want. This is what I want people, and especially Donald Trump, to know. We have all the answers for peace. The wars do not need to continue. We can find better use for the young people in our military, people who are dedicated to protecting and serving. We could send them out for rebuilding projects, dealing with recoveries from natural disasters. We could redo how we support our farmers rather than subsidies. Maybe we've got food and shelter and care for the people who actually harvest our food. We can actually support one another in this world if we're willing to try.
And
Yeah.
it
Go,
is.
go ahead.
It should be so easy, and it is so easy, right? But we're almost accustomed to this crazy, this insane system that we're used to, and so we think it's hard, to do those things. But it's the natural way to do it.
It's design dependence, and what's happened is when you depend on a state that's not dependable, then you end up finding out that they sell out. And when they sell out to the highest bidder and the lowest quality provider. So what we end up with is a corporatocracy of people trying to steal the wealth, which, in order to do that, you have to go against what Jack's saying. You have to go against the Bible. You have to go against what's doing right. You have to go against any common principles of morality because, well, fuck it, that just won't work with morality. So here we are in a state where, Jack, have you ever heard of, was it Universe 25, where they took rats or mice? I think it was mice, not rats, but they just built the pristine universe for them, and it didn't even get to the population they had set it up for because, our society is following this. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah, I've heard of this Moustopia. Right?
Yeah, and the pretty ones just ended up grooming themselves all day. It was incredibly insane, but incredibly intuitive, Jack. Actually, I'll look it up and I'll send it to you if you haven't heard of it.
I'm
Yeah,
familiar.
they gave him like a sugar, like cocaine, and the females and males started to go apart and didn't even mate, and so
There was all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It was they've done. He actually did many studies. The guy died in the mid '90s, I think, but it was a telling story of the evolution of prosperity. Pippers, yeah, you go ahead. It is a telling story that the more
It's
you
very
provide.
well documented. It's all there's a lot of footage on it too.
Yeah, absolutely. But what it boiled down to is that when the youth of the nation, if you want to transcribe it to the nation, if you will, at large, if they don't have something to fight for, to wrestle with, they become complacent or even dejected, and they don't do anything. So, Jack, what you're talking about, I mean, it's kind of like I see you as not Charlie Kirk, but that would probably be a good idea if you went to a college campus and started talking to the youth, because
Holy
you're.
shit.
Do you have any? I mean, it sounds funny, but you wouldn't do that?
Oh man, don't Charlie Kirk Jack Talcott, man. Don't know.
Well, I don't think he's got that kind of following at all. But if he went out there and did, just a hey, talk to me kind of, stance, I think people would talk to him.
Great.
I think if you filmed it, I would be willing to help you with that, Jack. It's just something interesting to try. But no, let me not draft you away from anything you wanted to talk about this evening. My apologies for getting this far.
Well, it's fascinating how much you want to talk to me about your ideas for me. Any interest in talking about my ideas for me?
Well,
What I'm
absolutely.
suggesting
I'm here to
is
listen. But
getting in front of Congress with these simple facts, right? With the expectation that we get control of our US government so that this shit ends.
I can live with you, love that idea, and understand your position and your desire. But let's call it a spade a spade. If I wanted to get involved in doing this kind of a change, massive change we're talking about, I would think I would put together a 2, maybe 3 to 5 year plan
Hey,
that would
Scott.
include.
Hey,
Just can I
Scott.
can I finish one thought?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, sorry.
Why should you?
You just wanted
It
to
has no
discuss something with me, so I was telling you what I thought.
Again, no interest in what I'm talking about, what I'm bringing up right in front of you. You notice that, Scott?
Well, I did walk away to take care of barking ass dogs. So let me get if there's something brought on the screen. I did ignore that, and my apologies once again. And there is something on the screen. My apologies.
Holy fuck, dude.
Let's go with it. I'm sorry.
It's a pattern, Scott, over and over. I mean, tell you what, you read this, right? Please.
Very small screen to read. I will though. I'll try. But I don't need to be judged or con- condemned. I mean, this isn't an interrogatory on your
Tell you
part or
what,
mine.
please.
Hold on. I see. Where do you want me to start?
Actually, just listen. Okay? Please.
Please go ahead.
I think these are simple and true observation. Truth and compassion are not weaknesses, they are stabilizing forces. Secrecy and deception create confusion, fear, and endless conflict. Wars do not end because one side wins. Wars end when people and nations decide to stop fighting. Real reform begins with agreement. Agreement on what is true, and agreement to value human life over power. A world beyond endless war and debt is possible. It begins with truth, compassion, and the courage to agree. Any disagreements? Tom, apparently.
Hey, Jack. Did you just kind of take all your ideas and bullet point them?
Oh, he
Yeah, a little bit.
Does that make them more legit or accurate?
No, what it does is it simplifies them for the overactive minds. So simple minds can understand it.
I think it's the overactive minds need to be accountable to because they kind of see ahead of the game that you're not doing a thing.
Brother, you've outsmarted yourself. Clearly, you just
Can you
admitted.
unpack that for me, Jack? I'm
Well,
just kind of ripping off your daddy. How did I outsmart myself acting like your daddy?
Hey, Jack, could I just ask you one question?
Scott, if I move myself to backstage, it's going to boot you out of here.
I'm
Boss, a move, Jack. I want to ask you a simple question.
Please.
Did you use this so that you could keep your thoughts aligned and keep on course? I took you away from that. My apologies, but for him to come up and just go about you directing your thoughts in a patterned effort, I applaud that. So, what's wrong with that? And is that your goal?
Well, the goal is to find something that's marketable, shareable, something that people can accept and maybe pass along, something that they can be understood by the people in Congress, right? And the AI kind of goes into detail in some of this, and it did. It took what I said and what I've been communicating, and it offered this up. But the idea is, yeah, staffers won't flag it. Media can quote it. Leaders can agree without committing. It aligns with Trump's stated peace on earth without flattering or opposing him. And the thing is, these things are true. It's absolute truth.
Of course, it's true. I wouldn't disagree with it, but I don't think there's any real criticism for you having bullet pointed at that. That makes no sense to
Yeah.
criticize that idea.
He was playing like Paul, finding
I get
criticism
it.
in everything.
I get it.
And Tom is having fun. He was having fun. I think we've been testing his ability to have fun. He's shaking his head now. He said he's not.
Because
So-
I'm talking.
He's in the bad place now. Yeah.
Well,
my God.
and I've had Snafu in the back looping in the private chat at me for a while too. But the reality is, guys, I don't have the news pulled up, but what's going on in our world today? This is the thumbnail, right? Surrender our battles. Surrender to God, and no battle is yours. When there is no battle, right? All there is opportunities, freedom, growth, anything you want. There's everything available when we're not engaged in battle. But the reality is, we are here to win. When we walk with the light, following the way, Jesus showed the way, led the way. It's a perfect example and a perfect story, and we are this perfect continuation despite all of our flaws and our opinions and our bad feelings. We're exactly what God has brought forth today. I've actually felt pretty darn good about today. Before the live stream, I spent a bunch of time in meditation, massage. Oh, and then I found some new movements. Just kind of popped open my spine a little bit more today, and I was like, oh, just sunshine singing out of me. And I want everyone to feel good about life, like I feel good about life. And I know that we can. We just got to be able to die away from our old battles. So,
Right. People don't like, they don't want it, it seems like. And I don't know if it's because they don't believe it could happen, or if they're just stuck in thinking that what they've been taught their whole lives is what it's supposed to be.
Jack, I think what happened over the last several years with you isn't that you died away from your old battles, is that you faced them and you gave people less and less, ability to use anything against you. That at one time, you guarded it as your privacy or your personal space. You just kind of became an open book.
thank you for seeing that, Scott, because I kind of feel that's true.
It's tough to take aim at somebody that's taken accountability for most of their shit. I think some might disagree with that. I think in their heart of hearts, they disagree with it because they don't think you're taking accountability for lofty goals and dreams. But anybody who has lofty goals and dreams, it's up to them to understand that, not other people.
Yes. And the thing is, we live in this world the way that it is because so many dreams have been lost. So many people have talked themselves or been talked out of following their dreams. I didn't know what my dream was because I didn't allow myself to dream big. But then once I started allowing myself to dream big, as though anything could be possible, well, then I started finding reasons to live. And if you can believe that anything is possible, well, it really is. There's so much evidence that shows pretty much anything is possible. You just gotta be willing to see it. Tom is in the back just disagreeing with everything I say, and I love him so much. I don't know why. He's so challenging to love. That says something about me.
Because he's unlovable. He's unlovable. And
That's not true.
He's
Jack
lovable.
loves him.
I mean,
Lovable.
Tempa, do you love him?
I do love him.
No, but Tempa, do you love Tommy?
Can't hear you. Your audio.
Sorry. I said if he needed help in some sort of way and I was there and had the ability to help him, I would help him. So
Yeah.
that's the love.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. But he's
Would I keep him around on purpose? No.
All right. Yeah, I see.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a complete answer. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. No, that's respectful. That's something I've admired. Other people's do seem to have higher standards for themselves. They'll establish more clear boundaries earlier. I think I've had problems with that because of past low self-worth, low self-esteem issues. And then my past situation, before I started getting comfortable, I felt desperate.
Yeah, where's the border between being good and being used, right? Being good for mankind or being used like an idiot. Where lies the difference?
In the results, I'd assume, but we don't control the results. So I guess in the intention, hopefully, my intention is pure. I promise you, even when I keep.
We can't avoid being used, and
Hey,
sometimes you're not going to see it.
Scott,
Boy,
why
hey,
is
give me a
everybody
minute, Tommy.
saying I'm disagreeing with Jack when most of the time I was disagreeing with you?
Hey, Tommy, would you give me just 1 minute?
I think you need a few more to maybe rethink about your life and what I'll bring up on this screen right now. You
Hey,
tested Jack's
Jack,
patience, and that's
I
why we
want to
don't
respond
respect
to
you.
boy.
Oh, are
I
you
think
looking?
that people.
Go ahead.
I think people are a little more attuned to just trying to get through. I mean, I don't know that everybody is. I don't know. It's not a mistake that Jack's here. It's not a mistake that Jack is that he's trying to find his direction in life and help direct people with his intuitiveness. You know, he has face your fears, and I think, or not live without fear. I'm trying to face fears in another way, and that's kind of what helps with being around and listening to Jack is, you know, what are your fears? It's facing yourself, Jack. Isn't that one of the things that was toughest for you ultimately? I mean, you know, coming out of the closet in the terms of, well, we all know what the LGBT. That's sometimes the hardest thing for them to do is to face themselves in a mirror. But not only that, but to open that door and let everybody else see that reflection too. And that's what, you know, hey, not for nothing. That's not an easy road to go down. So ultimately, boy, I mean, I think more people would be better off if we all did this and kind of faced our fears. And you know, that live without fear is kind of a fundamental. Once you're through that glass, that broken glass, Jack, isn't that kind of what you were aiming for? And I think you may have found it, sort of. You know, you're living without fear more now than ever because you busted that fucking glass. That the shards of broken glass that could have cut you didn't, and you made it through, and you're okay. Now nobody has anything they can really use against you. They can say whatever they will, but like water off a duck's back.
I'm getting there. I've
You're
been
close.
Thank you. I've been resistant to it, and my resistance has created my reactions, and my reactions have slowed my progress. But thank you, Scott. I do feel like I'm getting there. And this is something we all need to do, though. It really is to face your fears. Your internal fears is the most courageous thing you can do for the world, because when you overcome your own insecurities, you're less likely to be triggered and defensive and reactive. And that's going to create a better world for us all. And what I've been learning, actually, swear to God, Tommy, I do love you, and Snafu, you've been in the back there too, and Cage is there too. Holy cows, man.
Oh, it's a cavalcade.
Yes, this is what God offers me. And I know that I can help people learn how to relax. And you know what? I never understood how important that is, how to properly relax and rest. The conclusion is this: you surrender to God, surrender to love, and then you realize, in my meditation earlier today, this was one of my thoughts. Unlike God, there is absolutely nothing in this world that requires me. I assume many of you could say the same, if you're honest. Nothing in this world requires me, unlike
Maybe
God.
the destruction of it would require us without God.
Pardon?
I said the destruction of it would require us.
Possibly. Well, but like God, I can choose what receives me. I can choose what in this world receives me. My time, my attention, my energies, my focus. I get to choose. And I'd really like Tommy to choose.
You get to choose what receives you?
Yeah. What
Choose
receives
me,
my
faggot?
time and attention? You choose me more than I choose you. And I'd love us to
No,
choose.
I choose. Hey, Tampa, if you want to help me, tell this faggot to bring me up when I'm not up.
That's not helpful for the conversations, though.
And well, what would be helpful for the conversations is you standing on your bullshit and answering me, because that's all you've avoided.
Can we just be present here with
That's
love?
not an answer. See, that's what you do. I'm here. I've been present in the backstage. I'm present right here, right now. And the only thing that's not present is a logical answer to your bullshit.
And your love is absent.
Scott, I love everybody that's listening so much. I don't want them to follow this dude off a cliff. And Scott,
Tommy,
Jack spared us the 1v1 when you were up here. I forget what your bullshit was you were on. Oh, that Jack's an open book?
You stop. Calm. Sorry. What were you saying?
Manipulator. You send me to the back till I look pissed. I only look pissed for you so you bring me up thinking that you got me on something. You're a manipulator and a narcissist, and it's coming, boy. But I'm still here because I love God, and I hate that you sit up here and manipulate and warp that message. That's why I asked this bitch if she's a Christian, because she ain't going to call you. That's why she can't lead a church.
What if it's just your perception?
What did I say at the beginning?
Right.
We don't say that's you. We don't say what if you're wrong, and that's what you were trying to say right there. What if you backed up the bullshit you're saying instead of expecting us to answer your bullshit?
Okay, a legitimate question then. If I follow your rules.
No, see, manipulation.
Okay. You caught
You
me.
need to actually be educated before you can handle this shit. And Scott, the thing I'm going to hold against you, like Flow State, like Jack's daddy, you've shown you're prone to knowing he's bullshit. And look at you back here ball washing on the same tip.
no, there's not truth. I mean, I think that
And why are you
everybody
acting like
has.
gay people rule the fucking world and now they're not gay anymore? They're like the most uptight, straight edge motherfuckers. They're not even creative anymore.
Do you talk just to hear yourself talk, or do you want somebody to answer when you ask questions?
Projection.
He asked you a question.
Well, we were still waiting on yours. I was just talking to Scott while
Tommy,
you got
you
your
look
thoughts
way
together.
too old to play the game that you're playing, dude.
I'm not playing games, faggot.
Well, you look too old anyway.
And you look like a pedo.
So,
Now, I
Tommy,
was going to offer Snafu Solutions. Do you want to offer Snafu Solutions?
What are you doing?
Waiting for you to get real.
But you're not allowing, as Scott asked. Do you
Boy,
want
you're going to deflect, and I'm showing you that, and you're showing you don't pick up on everything.
Every time an answer is offered,
1v1 me.
No.
It
Matter of
takes.
Well, because you
it
got
takes-
nothing. See if they can't.
I'm not. I'm done. I'm done playing. You're trying to appease your.
It's bullying. It's a bullying tactic. I mean, it's get his way or no way, other way can survive.
Right. It's what he's learned. We live in this world where many people have these patterns of behavior. They become their personality. And it's been so long that people just enable it. But I actually think this is what God has been doing with me. For me to understand the words from the scripture, I had to face some tests. And in interacting with people, like Tampa was saying earlier, the words from the Bible, there is so much psychology. It's just sound wisdom that works with our minds the way it works.
So, Jack, if you were going to put it all together, I mean, and you seem to try and do that repeatedly, that's your MO, is to try and figure things out and put things together. But I mean, if you were to put it all together, what you've been granted or given is a platform that, has a bunch of people that circles it. And these people, not for nothing, not all that bad. There's some interesting characters and some very intelligent, and I wouldn't guess all of them are very affluent, but some affluent people. I mean, included in the bunch. And even up and comers, some people that have since you've known them, if doing well. So my take on this is, you do have the ability to grant yourself an audience, and it's continuing to, surprise you and show up and surprise everybody else, if you will. And from time to time, you go other places. How do you parlay that into the answers that you're looking for? How do you develop that following of maybe the 4 or 5 quote unquote disciples, for all intents and purposes? How do you get that first 4? Because then you can work on the next. I mean, Tommy's here every day. Snafu's here every day. They're looking for a direction. They're looking for something to believe in. You're not something bad to believe in. You've faced your fears.
Right. But I don't control the minds or hearts of anyone. And I've been trying. I've tried everything I can think of. I mean, my theory has been since 2018 that it's going to take more than just me. It's going to take a witness, right? Because that's what the Bible says. When you got a problem with your brother, you go get a witness. You seek resolve together. Let's do that with Donald Trump in Congress.
I just don't think it works anymore that way.
Let's try it with Snafu or Tommy or anyone else who's chosen to oppose me for no reason.
It's not.
It's what I've been hoping to do. But
don't look for the opposition. Look for, there's always going to be opposition. And if you're trying to change the people's minds that can't be changed, you're spinning your wheels in front of the ones that are already maybe with you somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, Scott. The way beyond this is not to go against, but to make a parallel thing happen, right? Something besides it. So
I mean, if you could monitor Tommy to come up and be a positive force in your efforts, then that'd be great. But just to have him come in just to knock you and tell you, that your daddy would do it this way, or here I'm channeling your inner daddy. I mean, it's kind of funny, but once maybe
it's better than Steppy. It's better than Steppy.
Well, here's the reality, Scott. I actually think the softer approach, kind of, maybe I've been wrong about it, but with Tommy, he's kind of a wild card, and I know that a soft approach is a little better with him. And when he has fun, I try to support him having fun. Okay, now you didn't want to entertain his character, so I supported you because you were so fucking insistent you needed to respond to Voy. So I cut Tommy's character off and I put him in the back, and I'll accept the consequences of that. I did that to him. Nobody's fault but my own. But there's different ways. Pardon?
Well, no, I mean, you don't have to explain anything to me, Jack. It's your channel, and if you want to bring them up, I do appreciate you letting me answer the question, or at least, go off on my spiel. But certainly, Tommy does bring, something to the table. He's not a nitwit. He's not a ne'er-do-well. He just has, well, it's like he's drinking Tabasco sauce all the fucking time. So
He's
I don't know.
given
That's
where
one of the best metaphors yet for Tommy. It's like,
it is actually a pretty good metaphor for him. Drinking hot sauce all the time. He's freaking fired up and ready to bark.
Fuck hey.
But the thing is, the reality is, I give Tommy credit. Since he moved out and became ruthless, he hasn't changed much. I mean, he's still keeping a great sense of humor, a lot of energy, a lot of who he is, right? Still hosting panels, still doing the streaming. I can admire that because his situation is a lot rougher than mine. It's different, at least. Tom?
Hey, yo, bitch, let me get some water and some lemon.
What can I do?
Your fucking issue.
What can I do?
You've got to be crazy, man.
I love you, Tommy.
He
I
is a
love you.
little bit.
Oh, you're gonna Talcott me. Jack, I came back up because me and Snafu, me and Tarek, me and a number of duos have said, Jack, I'm bringing my third man to quell this issue with you. And you got that issue still.
Where and when? What? People say a lot of things.
You're gonna Men in Black flashy thingy all that away.
People say a lot of things, but what they actually do, we know, right?
Now instead of saying, that's you, how long of a Talcott cut do you need to show that you say a lot of things and most of them contradict themselves and loop?
You can find.
That's the Talcottian way.
You can.
Now that's the first correct thing you've said since you came up here, Scott, and that your life is harder because you're a faggot in the closet.
Gosh.
And imagine the size of that walk-in closet.
You can find flaws and contradictions in everything.
If Scott walked as much as the size of that walk-in closet, he might fit in a smaller closet. When Scott sits around the panelverse, he really sits around the panelverse.
Let's stop, okay?
I can see Scott from my house.
Tom.
Which is everywhere.
Look, those are easy.
No, I mean, my house is everywhere. I can see Scott from there. Is this thing on?
Tommy, you couldn't be any dumber if they cut off your head.
You really think that? Oh my, got me. And me burnt.
Holy cow.
Scott, you're defending Jack Talcott versus the things he won't answer with me, and you say I'm dumb?
Well, you just don't know how to catch flies with honey. All you do is you're like sandpaper, man. You're just abrasive.
I jerk off with sandpaper, and you think you can take me?
Oh, dude.
That's only because your hands are made of sandpaper because you live outside.
No, it's because the only thing that's remotely comparison to you in size is what I pack between these legs.
What are we doing?
Oh, man.
I'm using it like
Jack,
a
I'm
hockey
sorry.
puck.
I even entertained it. I'm out of here, though. I'm out.
Oh, I got him. He's running.
No, I'm not leaving. I'm just out of the conversation.
How quickly you degraded the conversation.
Hey, I think I'm about done with
It's gotta be like a new record.
Jack, do you see it? Will you go back and watch this stream tonight and come back tomorrow? This is your homework assignment. I want you to timestamp each point you've clearly used something to ignore where we were headed.
Each
And then bonus
use
points.
something to ignore where we were headed.
Right,
Okay.
bonus points. Oh my God, I feel the darkness surrounding me. It's time to go medieval on your ass.
I saw that.
Okay, Jack, you don't understand technology.
Not real
I
well.
stand up and God's like, oh, you need more light? Go ahead.
Okay.
Jack, when you're in my situation and it won't be voluntary, you're gonna wish you would have listened to me. You're not gonna, well, if you still had that house, you wouldn't have been able to afford the required green upgrade coming in, Scott. If you're still got your mommy's house, because I know about your real estate thing, you said you juggled or whatever, good job. Do you have like 100K plus for the future required green upgrade?
Let's change the rules. That's what God has placed in my heart, Tom.
Show me in the Bible where you're here, and God sent Jack Talcott to defy his prophecy and be successful. Jack, you're not too, and I don't want to enslave you, baby. Your record of results and success, not very biblical.
Right, I know. It's kind of a tragedy. Actually, God's writing a hilarious story with me, which is going to.
No, that's your free will.
Let me finish.
Tommy,
please.
tell him that's the smartest thing you said.
What?
That's your free will. You're writing that story, Jack. You just don't need to pin it on anybody else. It's your story. That's for real.
Uh-oh, accountability time. So
There you
God
go.
didn't take your families. God didn't take your house. Just like he didn't grant you to keep the house when you waited till the last minute.
I loved it when Andrew Tate said that God didn't want me to win. Oh, fuck off. You weren't able to win.
Oh, he'd whoop your ass.
You have
Like I'm
any
gonna
Him,
whoop
yes,
that
he
boy.
would beat me, but he didn't beat that boy that kicked his ass.
Do you guys have any idea how often you interrupt me?
Do you have any
We
idea
are-
that you can share with us on how to achieve your goals, not goals?
Say that again.
Do you have any ideas on how to achieve your goals, not goals? And we don't accept, I'm gonna get this guy to do it.
Yeah, we want to get the people involved. The people involved
Sure as
with
Talcott
the
on this panel.
I'll go back to sleep. I'm comfortable with God.
I don't
need
think
to
you've
do
ever
nothing.
woken up.
I need to do nothing. I am. Look, here's the reality. Surrender.
Okay, you want to
God.
unpack that?
Surrender. Yes, let's unpack this.
How have you scolded us, not just for not ending wars, but not getting your family back, and you don't have to do anything?
Holy cow.
Do you even think about what you're going to say before you say it?
Sometimes. Welcome, Shasu.
Hello.
Okay.
Shazoo. Shazoo.
Look at
Be
him.
not afraid.
Look at him. He's a loser. Oh, I better change my look. I'm looking kind of Talcottian. If I put a hoodie on, then I'm more untrackable or untalcottable. Jack, why did he trigger you so much, you think? Just, I want to hypothetically say he wasn't talking in general. What if he was asking you? How can you tell who needs help, and what do you think you got to do to help him?
I love the fucking tiny microphone that's not working.
I don't have to compensate. It's like I told Scott.
I fucking love it. I love it.
When
Got to be
someone
packing
is-
in the pants over here.
Can you eat it? Can you eat it?
When someone is suffering, that's an opportunity to provide help. And what was
But
the
what
second?
about,
What was the second half?
let's say, hypothetically, I saw you losing your house and I thought you were going to be suffering, and I gave you $70K so you wouldn't suffer, and all you did was go to Niggerville in Baltimore and just loop the same stuff that got you losing your house in the first place. Have I helped you?
That's a
Free shrugs. My channel already gives out free shrugs, Jack.
It's
Stay off my
trauma,
thing.
and you just imagine that has no relevance or
No, I
application.
said hypothetically, and I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere. You can't pick up where I'm going?
Yeah, I got where you're going, and it's a
Okay,
loaded.
then let's unpack that. I
So
gave
what?
you $70K so that you wouldn't be suffering, But all I did was prolong that you're still doing the same thing you were doing in your house.
You're referring to God giving me that way out.
No, you had a house to sell, so God didn't give you 70K.
Everything
saying-
comes from God, Tom. It's
What?
all God. Everything comes from God.
Pedophilia does?
Everything comes from God. What man chooses to do with it is up to us, okay?
This is looping nonsense. And if you
Tom.
want to kick me for making sense, just say that.
Here, listen. How about this thought? I was considering this earlier.
What?
When you're relaxed, Tom, when you are relaxed in those few moments, when you are relaxed,
You said, listen, I'm tough.
you can think more. But the problem is when you think
you
more,
said I think too much.
right, when you think more,
How contradiction.
you're not as relaxed.
Jack, I could rub one out like Axis rat blood right now and you'd say I'm not relaxed. Maybe I am.
Oh,
No, not with Scott here. No way. Can't function like that.
oh my goodness.
I bet you've never seen his since he was like 16. I bet you every dude has seen yours since you were 16, Jack.
Tom, you're
Jack, if
You
you don't
out of
fill,
line,
if you
Tom.
don't fill the time with relevance, I got to do this.
no. What happens though is you ask questions, Tom, and then you don't let me answer. And it's not
Okay,
just
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But there's also a trend of asking you questions, and the answer is irrelevant, as you would say.
many questions are irrelevant to the topic, and yet
And
and back
we need
to
to
the-
break that down. No, okay, I get
Okay,
your topic thing.
let-
Hold on. Stop you right there.
Oh,
I'm gonna let you. Hey, I'm gonna let you finish. But listen, you are on this long game thing of I must end wars contrary to God, and when we challenge that, then you switch to no, my nonsense topic is not being listened to. And as your translator, we know those topics are just you with your manatees grabbing words and putting them together because South Park sold it to you real cheap when they went to HBO.
So the question I wanted to answer was the one you asked a while ago. Why I
Like
reacted,
how many shows ago?
Why I reacted the way that I did with untrackable.
Oh, we know why. We know why, because it felt like he was accusing you of doing nothing, but a different way than I do.
What it was is similar to what you keep doing, but in
What do you
a
mean,
different
you
way.
people? And mind you, you're living in Baltimore.
I'm talking about you specifically, not you people.
You
but
usually do, don't you? And then when I come up and have you elaborate, you can't do it, and you say you love me. And I think this chick is catching on. The silence is golden.
Tommy, how would it feel for you to let somebody else speak, like, well, let's say 5 or 7 words before
Yes.
you react?
What are you saying yes to, Jack?
Instead of
Boy.
one.
What are you saying yes to, Jack?
Voy, are you
Who's
not
Voy?
hearing? You
Who's
were
Voy?
doing such a dick.
Suck my dick, faggot. You sound like your daddy.
This
Suck my
is
dick in
why,
public, Jack.
Tom. This
You could 1v1 me and there wouldn't be all this confusion.
I could even make a compliment about your tiny golden mic, and you
Why
would
is there
like
dead sound right now? There's
You
silence
wouldn't
and you're just sitting there with your finger against your lip.
I'm gonna try this and see.
Start the timer, everyone. Let's see how long it takes to drop some guy back in.
You asked-
Tommy here on the scene with Jack Talcott, who allegedly is working for God to go against God's prophecy. Jack Talcott, what are you doing there in the same place you're always at?
Exactly what God has me doing.
That's a deflection, Jack Talcott. How would you know what Jack has you doing? Ooh, you've tricked me. I called God Jack. I better go repent. I also, on last night's stream, I meant to say leather jacket, and I said electric bike because I was talking. It was weird, but I think people get what I meant.
So, love leads me.
Jack Nambla uses the word love. Are you following Nambla love?
No.
You're dressed like a Nambla member. Are you part of their union? Are you the
Agape.
union president of Nambla?
No, I am not. Agape love, the love that Jesus spoke of, the love that Jesus showed, the love that God offers.
Jack, Jesus was a he. They have at least 7 to 9 different contexts of love. Which one are you referring to? Is it the funky butt loving?
I answered the agape love. That
Uh-oh,
love
boy.
for all, the love
Okay,
for all.
Jack,
life,
you
love
said
for all.
if everybody was like Jesus and the Buddha, one cannot be both.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. Are you?
What is the difference between those who achieved Buddhahood and the Jesus?
Is Buddhahood a word? Can we get Word Wizard to comment if Buddhahood's a word?
Those who were identified as achieving Buddha.
It's not an achievement. It's a deception.
It's a title given to those who have achieved an awareness.
It's not an achievement. And I know you're a little blurry on actual achievements.
Okay, please.
Okay, you know who's closer to Buddhahood than you?
Police. Word police.
No, I say nigger faggot.
Word police. Who's more than I am? What were you saying?
Scott is closer to Buddhahood than you because before Buddha was that large Scott to be, he was able to touch his spine by pressing through his stomach. It's irrelevant. The fact that you combined all that Antichrist shit and say, and Jesus too, it shows I got you dead to rights, and that's why I come. It's not out of the love for you because you're under a strong delusion I can't help. But people that listen to you and buy it, they're still helpable. Palpably helpable. Are we having a conversation? Can you get in the now?
Most of us
would be
would
present.
Like to find, most of
Because
us
it's a gift to talk to me.
I know. We would love to find harmony with you, Tommy. That's why it's 1v1.
So the words of Jesus is until he comes back, there can never be harmony because some will believe and some won't. And
I have a theory. Can I offer it to you?
it's not going to be relevant.
You won't even listen to it?
It's your
It'll
show.
be short.
It's your show. Oh, I know. And it's probably stupid. Go ahead.
Well, the theory I have is that God's playing a joke on us. Jesus never left. His spirit is eternal. It's always present.
I've already covered this and you're theorizing it?
It's true.
It's not.
It is
Jesus
true.
left. Jesus left. He's not back yet.
He's here now.
No.
And
the fact that I told you this shows if you'd listen, Jack, you'd understand.
Tommy,
Jack, how can you tell people? How can you tell people you love me when every day I show you're not listening?
Is that what you're showing?
Yeah. Why is Jesus not here?
His spirit is here. The Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit is not with you, but the Holy Spirit is present because Jesus is gone.
Okay. Whatever
whatever is you are wrong.
Remember the Trinity? God, Holy Spirit, the Son, they're all the one. The Holy Spirit is here, then Jesus is here. And if Jesus is here,
No, stop. See, you're off on a thing. Let's take it point by point. Can you pause?
Yeah.
Go back to remember the Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit is present.
What about it?
Here and now.
That is nothingness you're saying. Jesus is a physical being. Jesus is a physical being that is not here. Why don't you get that? You said you read the Bible and it explains your life. It doesn't make sense, Jack.
God, our Father, is in the Spirit and in the truth. Okay? That's a nothing burger.
You're just saying words. Don't you get it, Jack?
These words point at the answers.
No, Jack, you have no... Come on, man. You're wasting everybody's time.
Tom, I'm not. How do I... Okay.
Where's the punchline? What is funny about any... Oh, did everybody hit the clock? There's the timer. Tampa, don't you see Tampa? I believe you probably read the Bible, go to church or whatever back before it was ran by trannies. Do you get what I'm saying here?
I kind of do. Just your delivery of it is a little harsh.
Oh, no. See, Tampa, here's why I'm not going to go at you about the stuff you were saying. Because for 4 years now, I've been trying to help this dude, and he acts like he wants it until his daddy stops by, and then he wants to prostrate to his daddy. But all kinds of Tampas have passed through, and you'll leave too eventually. That's why I'm not going to get offended that you just make calls about me that are wrong. Oh, Scott, leave the camera off.
Right,
Jesus.
yeah, because when people make wrong calls about you, it shouldn't matter because they're wrong.
No, you're not helping me. You said if I needed help, you'd help me, and I need help getting to
I'm
this.
talking about if you were
anti-
hungry or you needed shelter and it was raining outside. I'm not like
Okay, so what do you think when
I don't
I
have to
told
help
you?
internet people.
Okay, Tampa, I promise you I'll never need that help. But what do you think about what I said? You follow Jesus. Jesus said there's like 7 types of people we are not supposed to help, and Jack is like 5 of them.
Can you tell me those 5?
I'm gonna do a video about it.
Okay.
Good.
But it's
Good.
like, okay, one of them, these people that always fuck
Thank
up and want to come back and hear about how the Bible or God will support them on that fuck up, yet they keep going and doing the same fuck up. What are you thumbs up and queer?
Apparently, I lasted 5 minutes before I brought someone else up.
Oh, I thought you were present in the now. Can you only make gestures about what we're talking about, loser? You're a hypocrite. See, you deflect with telling us to be here in the now while that's where we are. Everywhere I go, there I am. And you can't live up to that. Who's going to follow you? Who's going to say that guy's got it together and I'm going to do what he wants?
Pause your
Who's going to
bitterness.
get led by that, Jack?
Pause your bitterness, please.
Fuck you. This
I'm
is
gonna
a
start
waste of
wrapping up.
everybody's time.
I know. I'm going to start wrapping up.
Why is that your reaction to that, Jack?
Which part?
This is a
wrapping
waste
up?
of everybody's time. I'm going to start wrapping it up. The waste of time is Tommy can't stop
I know.
looping.
I know. He's what he's doing is a waste of time for us. It's entertaining to a degree. It could be healthy. It's probably not as healthy as it could be. But we're coming up on 2 hours. That's kind of where I start winding down anyway. We've still got some time, I guess.
It's been very intense. 2 hours. Wow. Felt like 3 or 5 hours. Like, wow, man.
Time really is an illusion to us. It's not as this entire experience of life. It is and is not what we think. Right?
But
It's
then
more
again,
than-
I came up with this new concept, word rather, unlovable, because I listened to Tom too long, and I came up with the word unlovable. I never heard of that word. Do you think it's an illusion, the concept unlovable? Because when I think of Tommy, I mean, I think he's just unlovable. I know you want to love him, and I know you appreciate him, for the things that he does, but still, he is and remains unlovable.
I love Tommy.
Yeah.
By his way. Yeah. I love Tommy too.
He's not gonna accept it though. That's why I said he's
and that's
unlovable.
where the unlovable comes in. But the reality is, behind the defenses and the attacks are a way of defending himself, his beliefs and identity. It's caught up into what he thinks. But behind the attacks and the defenses, there's a little kid, right? There's a childlike Tommy. The humor and the fun are there, but it's still masked by this, this older grumpy Gus that grew up. And I've been like that myself, so that's why I can relate so much.
You called him a grumpy Gus?
Yeah.
Good one.
Well, that's
Did
what
that
I
get some
was.
traction?
I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to him because he's got enough of that towards me.
Jack,
Yes, sir. Please.
I came up here because I want to try to make Tommy's case that he's been trying to make to you since I came around the panel verse in a calm and polite way. Because I think that it's very clear that you seem to be a little bit confused about God's plan in the Bible and the Messiah and the end of days. And Tommy has consistently been absolutely correct about all of these things since I've been watching. Yeah, it's funny. But so I thought maybe I could bring a little clarity so that you understand why Tommy's getting so upset.
All right. I mean, I think I get it, but please go
All
ahead.
right. So one of the main reasons that Tommy gets upset is because in the past you had mentioned receiving visions from God. And in the Bible, the age of prophecy ends when the Jews come back to Babylon, and there were no prophecies after that, and biblical canon ends right there. And so it contradicts that. And Jesus, of course, was the exception because, according to John anyway, Jesus is God. God is allowed to prophesy because God is the one sending the prophecy. Another thing that Tommy gets upset about with you is that talking about wanting to end all wars. Not only does that contradict the Bible, I don't remember which books, maybe Matthew and Timothy or something like that. A few different places, it says that the world is going to grow increasingly wicked until the Son of Man comes back. And so if you want to end all wars, if you end all wars and end wickedness in the process, or at least to the level that it is, that seems to be slowing down the end of days, slowing down Judgment Day, because the world becoming more wicked is part of the process. Jack, don't be rude. I'm not being rude to you. You can mute your microphone if you got to laugh.
All right. I'm sorry, Andy,
like
but tell you
Zionism.
what, you're not even trying to understand what I'm saying. You're so confused. You're trying to present the case that what I'm suggesting is somehow in opposition to the Bible. When I'm suggesting if we follow the way of Jesus, we reclaim this world in his name, his ways, to glorify him.
See, now let me stop you there.
I'm suggesting we fulfill prophecy in inspiration of what was written.
That's the problem, though, Jack. The Messiah fulfills prophecy, not humans.
You don't understand what you see. You're jumping. Tell you what, thank you for offering you did what you said, Andy.
See, this is what you do. Why are you removing me? Why are you stopping? We can get to the bottom of this and settle it once and for all, but you run away every time.
Oh, what? You have the solution, the answer to all questions in life and everything?
Well, yeah.
No, I have the answer to what Jack's wrong about.
No, Andy, this is just it. You want me to sit through your presentation of why I'm wrong. You don't give a shit where you're wrong.
Where am I wrong?
I just explained it to you. And you don't even want to consider it. So this is why I'm saying, thank you, Andy. You did what you said you were going to do. You brought up and you calmly presented what
And you're not acknowledging it. You're not acknowledging it, and you're going to keep repeating it tomorrow.
Andy.
So demonstrate it.
Andy.
Demonstrate that I'm wrong. Stop telling me I'm wrong and show me. I'm showing you how you're wrong.
Andy. Right. And what you're doing is you're not acknowledging what I said.
What'd you say? I'll acknowledge it right now. I'll acknowledge it right now. Say it.
What I said is what I am suggesting, Jack Talcott, is that we collectively follow the way of Jesus.
I responded to this. I responded to you saying that, Jack. I did acknowledge it and responded to it. That is not humans' job to fulfill that prophecy. It's the prophecy of the Messiah.
And again, why don't you try and ask me why I say that? Why do I say that if you think, right? Do I get any chance to change your mind, or do we just got to go through your dismissal and your fucking ignorant judgment? I've had enough, Andy. If you can't tell, I'm losing patience already.
Why are you upset?
Because of you.
What have I done? I've challenged what you've claimed.
And you've not communicated in as good of faith as you could have. Because
What do you mean? How could I possibly be in better faith, Jack? What are you talking
you
about?
just interrupted me again before you were able to get the answer, Andy.
Because you lied about me.
Andy, I've had enough.
Yeah. How familiar?
Andy, I tried communicating with you in good faith.
No, you didn't, Jack. You ran like you always do. I'm still here right now. We can have the conversation, but you're dodging.
So the other witnesses who are here, did I run from Andy?
Come on, this is just no.
Please help me resolve this, because I'm sick and tired of these false accusations.
It's unresolvable. He's trying to be the idiot. He's trying to
He's trying to be the adjudicator of the Bible.
Yeah, it's like no. It's
ignorant.
Yeah, it's like Steffi. It's like
Yeah. See, the thing to do is to prove me wrong.
No.
That's useless.
See, when someone has respect for the truth, they seek the truth. You don't have respect for me or the truth, Andy. You respect your opinions. You're not here in good faith. You're here to bastardize me and to prove a case against me. I don't need to put up with that anymore. So thank you for joining, Andy.
He had an ugly avatar, dude. It's like a demonic avatar. That's never a good sign.
Paul Unshaved, welcome to you.
I guess I'm guilty of that. I'm a wild thing today. If you know, yeah, the members.
You got a weird avatar.
The wild things. I was listening in while I was cooking. It would last 5 or 10 minutes or so, and I had a question for Andy, but he's gone now. I was just curious why people use Jack's area to come here to proclaim what you claim to know, and why do you have to be right here? Like, if Jack is wrong and he doesn't know what he's talking about, like, how many days in a row do you come here to tell him that when he's not asking for that, instead of just go to your own area and proclaim whatever it is you want to proclaim the same way that he does? I'm always fascinated by that, right? And I'm not saying I haven't engaged in that loop for a time. I'm just wondering what their level of awareness or impulse from and for themselves is, right? Like, what do you actually hope to gain or achieve by this? And why is it necessary?
Oh, of course, I cannot answer that question for them, but I can answer that question for me. I thought Jack was full of shit, when I first heard him. I thought his words were empty. And so I joined the panel, interacted with Jack, and it takes a while to get to know Jack, but so it's not necessarily all bad when people try.
Right, but I'm saying there's so many other people in this life and in the world who are, according to you, full of shit and are involved in things that are actually causing loss, injury, and harm to other people. Why not confront those people in those venues instead of Jack Talcott consistently? It comes off as like cowardice masquerading as righteousness from an extremely disempowered perspective, right? Like, where was Tommy and Andy and all these people when I go to court and have to object to jurisdiction and question people and try to uphold the law and exercise rights and freedom? Where were you guys at? You guys ain't down for that interaction, right? But you'll come here every day and, tell Jack he's an asshole, he's full of shit, he doesn't know nothing, and you're the big bad wolf, and you're going to set everybody straight. You're fucking cowards everywhere in your life till you get online, right? Is the bottom line. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Right? It's like you pick your battles. You pick the battles that you believe there are going to be no consequences with, where you can just say and do whatever you want and have nothing come back on you, right? And LARP as some kind of, preacher person online, right? Why don't you really stand on what your beliefs are and go in the face of people that you could potentially lose to and have consequences for? Because you're too cowardly. So I really don't believe a lot of you guys believe in your God the way you say you do. I don't really believe that you'll put your ass on the line for it. What you will do is LARP here every fucking day for 3 years, 5 years in a row, and need someone as your enemy with no consequence so you can substantiate your purpose for being here. Because without Jack and others as an enemy or someone to go against, you don't have anything to present or talk about. That's all I keep seeing.
Truer words were never spoken.
Well, I won't go as far as, I don't know. I try not to diminish others, but certainly these efforts, the efforts to return each day, what you're saying is absolutely true. I don't get it. Yeah, Tommy wants to come up and address this. Andy, Andy is not here as often, and I'm truly curious what his intent was. Andy, what is your intent? I mean, I know, and I've heard Tommy's answer for why he joins my panel to try and prove me wrong. What was your answer, Andy?
Why your question's why I'm trying to prove you wrong?
Yeah.
Because I believe that I believe that you're misinforming your audience about the Bible.
This is what you guys all do. You guys all claim that you're here as saviors with your Messiah complex for the audience that didn't ask for you to save them.
Well, I don't need the request.
I know you don't, because you guys are arrogant and entitled. And like most religionists are, you think you have all the answers. You got it from some remixed book and it's got to be infallible. And you want to step in as a Pope Pontiff, a junior Pope Pontiff, right? So that's the point. You're the same type of people like Tommy. Instead of figuring out your own life and getting your shit together, you stand up on the morning train and start harassing everybody about your beliefs of what is and isn't real, whether they ask or not. And they could even tell you, shut the fuck up and go away, and you'll still push your beliefs onto them, even though they just would rather have peace and quiet, right? So again, I'm glad you admitted it. You guys aren't fooling anyone. You're not here to save the audience. You're here to find purpose in opposing other people, because without opposition, you don't have any purpose.
That's
not true at all, though, Paul. And it has nothing to do with how good my life is or anything like that. And I think that
what do you call someone who claims they're saving other people who didn't ask or need to be saved?
Yeah.
I've never claimed to save anybody. I think that if you know something, or you think you know something, and you see somebody misinforming about that subject, it's your duty to set it straight. Anyway, not just with religion.
Like, how long do you do that before you finally make the decision, okay, what I'm putting forth is not accepted or wanted here. Let me go off and just bask in the gloriousness of all that I know and all of my connections that I have with God.
Well, as Jack already explained to you, me and Jack have barely talked about this.
Well, but additionally, Andy, if you see a problem with me, nothing.
I don't. Jack, I've been a supporter of you since the beginning. I told you.
So, Andy, so please, there's nothing preventing you from reaching out to me privately to discuss these things, but you apparently insisted to be like Tommy, to do a public ordeal to, as you said, save the viewers from being misinformed by Jack.
I never said that. I did not say that. I did not say that. Paul said that.
It's so laughable. Jack has 50 to 80 live viewers, a couple hundred after the fact. There's so many other places in life people are literally preying on groups of people, hundreds of thousands and millions of people, causing loss, injury, and harm. And I never see you guys anywhere where it counts or where it matters.
Are you saying that I should raise my goals to a larger group of people?
Yeah, I'm saying that you should pursue something that actually makes you credible instead of coming off as entitled and arrogant as you are, LARPing as a hero online for people who didn't ask. It's laughable. You're not here for the audience. You guys say this shit like some of us don't know sub-psychology. You're here for your own self-indulgent reasons. And you're never going to, this is what's so funny. While you guys try to make Jack Talcott non-credible, he may be, you also doom yourselves to the same fate, because you're lying to us and expecting us to believe that you care so much about this audience that you're going to proselytize to everyone and correct everybody's interpretation of Holy Scripture. By the way, do you not see how entitled and arrogant that is? The Holy Scriptures have been debated for thousands of years, and we've yet to come to a monolithic understanding of what it all is. Yet you somehow and Tommy have it, right?
Yeah.
While claiming
the things that we're saying aren't controversial. There's nothing controversial about what I'm saying. It's not based in opinion.
It's laughably non-credible. What about the other 11 books they took out of the Bible? What about those?
And what
What
about all
about
the
them?
other books that have been written outside of the Bible? I mean,
Right.
holy shit.
What
This
about
is the only,
Shakespeare?
there was only one divinely inspired book and text
Right.
throughout the whole
Yep.
human history. The rest of us are just chattel scum who could never
Yep.
possibly know God or connect with it or do its will outside of being led by Tommy and Andy. Give me a break, dude.
That's
Yeah.
the mindset,
That's
apparently.
you continue to misrepresent
You
my
guys
goals
are
and
in
what
a
I'm saying.
cult. You guys
Dude,
are in a
that's what
cult.
you do,
That's the
Andy.
bottom line. And anybody who doesn't conform to the cult has to be chastised. And
How
you're not
about this?
fooling anyone that this is
No
about
one
saving
is
people.
being chastised, Paul. No one is being chastised.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
not specifically talking, real quick, Jack. I'm not specifically talking about you so much as I am Tommy, but you came as a representative of Tommy. So you're getting the liability of representing Tommy. That's how that works.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Tommy was being misrepresented in the first place.
Again,
No.
even this idea that
No.
Tommy is somehow infallible and can never be held accountable or never be encouraged to be responsible is laughably non-credible. He curses
would
people
love
out. He
to
wishes
get
death
into
upon people. He doesn't follow the commandments and what was asked of him in the book he claims is infallible. It's laughably non-credible. He's supposed to pray for his enemies and seek to love his enemies. Instead, he says he wants his enemies to die or be destroyed. That's not his will. That's God's will. Oops. See how we pick and choose and play hypocritical games?
Yeah, I agree with you, but that has nothing to do with whether or not Jack's wrong.
Right, you agree with me, but you'll never have the
Right.
balls to come
Can
up
I
here and call
please?
out your daddy, Tommy, because he'll curse you out, scream at you, and abuse you. And you know who to go against and who not to. Like I said, you pick your battles based on self-indulgent criteria.
And little do you know, me and Tommy have spent several hours going back and forth about these.
Then it would make no sense.
I have asked to get back into this. Paul, I appreciate you. Come on now. Andy, what you are alleging is happening is exactly what you have been doing, my dear. Okay?
What's that?
You know that the scripture about, before you go for the sliver in another, you look at the beam in your own eye. So watch what you're accusing to see where you're doing. Okay, what you just presented the case of is that you and Tommy were being misrepresented. That's exactly
Tommy was, not me.
That's exactly what you've been doing with me. You've misrepresented what I've been saying to create straw man arguments so that you can follow what you and Tommy have agreed to. Yeah, I've heard you two agree to some crazy shit, and it's really like, wow. Okay,
Jack,
I guess
did you show the audience the text message of you telling your mother that you were the second coming of Christ?
Hey, Andy, let's bring
Yes
that
or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'm not under trial here, so you better back the fuck off and have a conversation like a gentleman, or you can leave.
This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. This is not based in my opinion. It's a incontrovertible fact.
I gave you a choice of have a conversation like an adult and a gentleman, or get the fuck out of here, Andy. So
this is also very simple, reflective therapy here, because Jack claims that he has, discovered the Holy Spirit within him. And to his perspective, that means he's Christed. He's not saying he's the only one. I've made similar claims that we all have a spirit within us connected to God. You and Tommy are literally speaking for Jesus, and as his representative, you're doing the same thing, if not more, than what Jack is claiming he's experiencing. And you're also claiming that only you could know and nobody else can know. So what's the difference exactly?
I never claimed that only I could know. See, your entire argument is filled with lies, Paul.
Andy, the difference is what Andy and Tommy are doing is they're running around as though they've got the judgment of God, right? They know Jack is wrong. But that question, yes, Andy, I'm happy to discuss that text, but you don't need to be a little bitch playing your little games.
See, I've called you.
Tell tell you what, I know you didn't call me names, but your behavior is, as I said, you're being a manipulative little bitch, Andy.
You're
Okay.
backstaging me every time I try to say something. I'm manipulative.
Right. Yes. So, Andy, I'm happy to discuss that text that you brought up with your little, accusation and wanting to prove a point against me.
Mm-hmm.
But why don't you back off and learn some respect? Because as Paul said, let's bring that text into context, okay? It's a man who's been all alone. You know my story. I didn't choose to lose my job. I didn't choose to lose my family. I made choices in my life, but I didn't choose the results. And I've maintained since I've been online, I've maintained my story consistently. I've been misunderstood. I've been misrepresented. I've been falsely accused. I've been wrongfully punished. I'm still seeking a day in court to try and clear my name. But Andy, you showed up again to not do any of that.
I don't understand why you are so upset about me trying to show you that you're wrong. I can show you. We can have the discussion. I'm not just trying to claim it and have you accept it. We can discuss it.
Andy, you're not accepting the fact that you are wrong.
How?
That's the problem.
How? Tell me. I want to learn.
I've been explaining it. Your behavior, dude.
I'm wrong about my behavior?
Yes. Number one, today, your behavior has been inappropriate.
Jack, your behavior has been inappropriate. You called me a bitch and kicked me off the show for no reason.
No reason, huh? So again, you're denying your behavior. Okay, can you stop cursing at and backstaging your guests? Thank you for the contribution, Peace Dynamo. I might be able to, but then again, I might not. Might take some practice. And I tell you what, if my guests weren't such asshats and douchebags towards me, I'd be a lot happier. But when people want to show up just to prove me wrong, Andy, and then argue about their behavior, blaming me, saying I'm inappropriate, and Peace Dynamo, what you're doing is exactly what manipulators do, right? My cursing at and backstaging of the guests was in direct response, in reaction to the behavior of my guests. So manipulators love to blame the reactions and not look at the situation.
Why do we continue to pretend here? It's the same thing day in and day out, and it's like observably obvious what this is. You guys are addicted to being with Jack, whether you agree with him or not. You're addicted to coming up against him and arguing with him. And subpsychologically, it's most likely because you're more committed to fighting people, arguing with people, and debating than you are actually living your own fucking religion, your own spiritual practice. Because if you were busy doing that, you wouldn't have extra time, energy, attention to chase people around on YouTube, on the internet, and tell them why they're wrong and you're right because book said.
Yeah, this is where you and I disagree. I find Jack to be entertaining with or without the agreement or disagreement.
Why is he entertaining to you?
Because of the people he has up and the conversations he has. The same reason everyone else comes and enjoys it every day.
Right. See, even that's gaslighting. They're typically not conversations. They're critiques, criticisms, attacks, devaluations,
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. That's what I'm referring to.
Yes,
right.
so
That's the point. You find it entertaining knowing Jack's going to come here every day to do what he does, and people like you are going to show up to manufacture drama and fights that go nowhere and waste everybody's time critiquing and criticizing because you're just here to save the audience. Bullshit. You got to get some continuity with your bullshit here, right?
I don't think. Are you unaware that like the majority of the audience comes here for that purpose, or what?
I'm not unaware of that. I know you're the most aware person in the room. I'm not unaware of that. I just find it curiously fascinating and interesting that all the religionist Christians who are so pious get entertainment out of watching somebody else twist in the wind and be criticized. I find it fascinatingly, ironically hypocritical and comedic. And that's what entertains me. Is watching you religionists claim to know God and be doing your practice and be getting off on other people's seeming misery. at times.
I'm not religious. I'm not
Andy.
religious.
Okay,
Andy.
this is
Okay,
incredible.
right.
It's,
You're
you know,
just- Andy, it's incredible. I'm not this, I'm not that. You are filled with denial. You are filled with confusion, Andy. You are severely misinformed. And seriously, look at you. Look at you and your character, because what Paul is saying is true. You know this, Andy. You tune in, and there's many who do. I'm not judging anybody, but anyone who this applies to should fucking look at you. Look at your heart.
okay, Jack, can I comment on this? Because now the gaslighters in chat who want to keep their sick game going, right? They're going to like jump on me now. So yes, for the few of you, I already said you must have missed it. I took accountability that for over a year and a half, I engaged in a similar loop. I can make an excuse that I had a broadcast and that I had a reason to do what I was doing and that I was interacting a certain way for the content. And they'll say the same thing. I'm not going to do that because then that gives us all a way out. The difference is I've changed my perspective and how I approach this for me and for the truth. And guess what? As a man and a human being, that's called growth. Okay. So yes, I did certain things at one point. Yes, I've turned from those ways because I stopped seeing any kind of benefit or value, not only for myself, but for Jack and everyone else here. So now I'm applying that same standard to everyone else. That's not hypocritical. That's accountability, responsibility, and growth. And we may want to try it around here sometimes in this non-munity. You guys all use the word community when it's convenient for you. So you want to act like a bunch of hypocritical animals. And I'm not saying I'm not guilty of it. It's because I'm guilty of it that I can choose to change it and then proclaim that same for everyone else. And then you get to decide, right? So cut the fucking games. I'm not denying my part in anything. And I'm also not claiming Jack as a victim. I'm simply reflecting on our choices individually as it relates to Jack and what we get out of it and trying to explore why we're doing it, right? Being honest with ourselves and each other. That's all it is.
Yeah. And the thing is for those who want to tune in just to catch, hey, who's going to attack Jack? Who's going to try and screw up Jack's fun today? For those of you who enjoy that, seriously, look at you. Because
Jack, you've been doing it every day for 5 years.
Right. And what have you been doing every day for 5 years, dumbass? I'm actually talking about ending wars, right? You want to argue against ending wars. How fucking stupid are you, Andy? Tommy? Not even doing it, just trying to. You're arguing against trying to end wars. How fucking stupid are you?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, if nothing else, we all got to take a step back and go, this is lunacy. It's insanity. It's like solutionless looping. And you can't honestly say that you come here regularly to do the same fucking thing every day and don't ever sit back and consider how much of a waste of time, energy, attention it is and how maddening it is and seemingly a symptom of insanity, right? Like I can't be the only one who steps back from all this and says, okay, when does the curve come? When does the change come? Where's the arc? Where's the growth for self or for everyone else involved, right? Or will you just do this in perpetuity for the rest of your life? You'll come here every fucking day and do the same thing you did yesterday because Jack's here saying something similar till what? Till somebody dies, till they get hit by a truck. Where does this go exactly?
Well, I've recognized that what I see is a lot of cowards. Tommy, Andy, Snafu, Margot. They're all fucking cowards.
Throwing on football.
Banana. Well,
here's the other thing too, Jack, that I got a window into, right? With this health challenge, it almost took me having my health challenge to reevaluate everything and kind of see it on a deeper level. You guys can't really believe that this is healthy for everyone coming here to like be negative, to critique, to do criticism, to fight and argue, to debate, yell and scream. You can't honestly think that this is good for you. The constant resistance, right? And simulated warfare, even if it's in the form of debate, right? But maybe that's what more people here need is to fall ill, have their health challenged, and then they'll seriously reevaluate what they give all their time, energy, attention to, and are willing to feed into, right?
It's part of the cosmic path, karmic path, whatever we want to call it. We're going to learn. We're going to learn what we're supposed to learn, and there's easy ways to learn and there's hard ways to learn. The devil and the world have taught us the hard ways. And I'm trying to break my patterns of learning the hard ways, but seems that that's the patterns in this world, guys. But that makes sense too, because truly life is about the tough, right? We're here to be put through the fire, to be refined, our characters refined, to discover how strong we are, and to figure
There's
out how
something.
strong. What's that?
There's something to that. The resilience, the fire. That's what Before Paul, before you even came in, we were talking about Paul or Jack having kind of faced his life as an open platform. Everybody came at him with everything they could find out, including Snafu and his expose on the BS. So Jack's live without fear is, something most people won't do because they won't face their fear. They won't look at the man in the mirror and the one that causes all their dilemmas. So I think that's something that Jack has kind of beat us to, and that's in the grand scheme of things, that's what we're all faced with. We're scared to, relent or, say, hey, maybe my problems are because of me.
Right. So they're rustling in chat. I'll make the point one more time, and then I think I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to finish cooking. So every time we make a statement about somebody else, it's the old, when you point a finger, there's three pointing back at you. There's a good chance that applies to you to some extent. So you may want to look at that, right? So when you say the reason you come here is to call out how Jack's full of shit, well, I just did the same thing with you, and I can't see any difference. If you're claiming that's what it is, Jack's full of shit, how are you not full of shit by coming here to fight every day telling me you're trying to save the audience? No one's buying that. So you're equally, if not more so, full of shit because Jack has his belief and his philosophy. He really believes that, whether it's crazy or not, it seems he's going to roll with that. You're trying to bullshit us about what your ideas are and why you're here, and it's just not flying, right? So I would encourage you, like you're trying to encourage Jack, be a bit more honest with yourself about who you are, what you're doing, and why you're doing it. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I'll see you guys later.
Much love. Appreciate you, Paul. Appreciate you swinging.
Out of curiosity, what are they saving the chat from, or the people, the viewers from? What are you actually doing to them, Jack? What is it?
Well, they allege I'm misleading people and defying.
Isn't
God.
Everything and everyone misleading people? And the divine truth, we're trying to get to it, and I think that's kind of your goal or measure, isn't it?
Pardon?
I said everybody's kind of trapped in loops of misleading people, whether they like it or not, whether they know it or not. And you're trying to find the truth, so I don't think you're trying to openly mislead people. All right, I don't think you're trying to find the truth yourself.
Well, yeah, and I'm trying to get people to look at the truth that I found. I mean, the truth that I found confirms we don't have to live in a prison world where we have to pay fucking money to live. We do not have to live this way. God has given us the answers, life, the universe, time, whatever you want to call it. The answers are here. We can change the world. The only thing that prevents us is our willingness and God's grace. So what will we choose? Will we choose God's grace? Will we choose to be willing? Or are we going to choose to believe we know? See, I guess I am doing the same as Tommy and Andy, but the difference between Tommy and Andy and I is my prayer is that God will use me. I'm not claiming to be replacing God or Jesus. My prayer is that God allows me to be used. I mean, this thumbnail today, this quote, I came to this idea because this is how I'm living. Surrender to God. No battle is yours. It's really, how am I in the wrong? You guys have thoughts? What do I do? Feeling like wrapping up, to be honest.
I don't think you're in the wrong, Jack. I think you're in a measure of seek and find, you know, and that's what you've been told to do. Jesus told us all to do that. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open.
That's what
So,
I've been saying. But
I
people
mean,
aren't. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a lot of confusion with people in this world, obviously believing that they need to supervise and overlord and overlook your actions and other people's reactions and dispositions to everything. And this is kind of your world. I mean, you set up this channel, Live Without Fear is Jack Talcott Incorporated. So if anybody wants to change your mind, they should talk to you, not to the people who are being, an audience to you, if you will. And if they're going to be, honest about it, they should be honest and debate you about it, not set something up, not just come in and do hit pieces on you. But just my thought.
All right. I'm ready to shut her down, my friend. Anything fine?
Well, kick me. I'm nowhere near the platform phone, so I do appreciate you letting me up, and you have a good evening.
Much love
I'm
to
gonna
you.
go watch some more football. You too, likewise.
Peace. Miss Tampa.
All right, thanks for having me up. This was fun.
Was it though?
I mean, it was a learning experience.
I hope it was fun for you. I really do. So thank you for joining. I'm
Yeah.
going to drop you out. Andy, Andy, you're so out of line, dude. Okay, I've answered what I explained myself to you. Okay, you want me to sit through and listen to why you and Tommy think I'm wrong? Like I haven't. I have. I've listened to it. Okay, I've considered it. Now, what you have not done yet, Andy and Tommy, is considered that Jack might be right and you might be wrong. And when you're willing to have an actual open-ended conversation where we can discuss things, anything is possible. Tommy, you've waited an awful long time back there.
Yeah, so what have you done every time I'm up here giving you something and you just drop your daddy in and you protected him again and he knew I was back there? How are you right? How are you powerful? How are you with God? You fear me. You fear him, but not in the way of a believer. You're antichrist garbage. And Paul, to answer your questions, everything you said was a bold-faced narcissist lie, and I'm glad you did so this guy could nod along like normal. Who's purchasing this, Jack? All that shit you nodded along with Paul was a lie. And when we first talked offline, what did we agree he does? That's your daddy. Are you listening or are you typing the chat?
Yeah, I'm typing in the chat.
Jack, what? Once again, who follows that? Who's? Oh, he's got the slouchy. I'm the principal now. Now I'm Jack's daddy. Jack, it's not funny. You and Paul came out here and claimed you're a thing. And as far as going and fighting his court battles, that's what each individual man has to do. And I've done quite well. It's why he doesn't want to have that talk.
Okay.
As far as stopping the beast system and ending wars, it's a non-thing. I'm your fucking huckleberry. I'm your fucking hucklebearer, Jack. That was the correct terminology. It wasn't huckleberry. But you don't know truth any more than your daddy. And did you see how I'm sitting in the back like, ready, Paul? Are you ready for this? No, he's got to go cook. And here's the thing, Paul, I cook online all the time. I don't have health problems because I'm not the raging fat ass idiot that doesn't know what he's talking about. How am I wrong, Jack?
All right.
Jack, the things you and Paul are saying about me and Andy are bold-faced lies, and I'll show that you've been corrected and you're still lying.
Okay. Are you done?
You never started. This is pathetic.
All right. I love you too, Tom. The other guests in the back, please know I am not bringing anyone else up, especially not from these newest options that arrived. Brothers and sisters, sincerely, thank you to all who tuned in, all who were a part of this. Seriously, we talked about a lot of different things besides the panel conversations and the different personality disagreements. We talked about devotion to God, surrendering to God, realizing no battle is yours. Without judgment, there is no battle. Surrender your mind to love, to see God prevailing with you, through you, for you. This is in line with the scripture. It's in line with the way and the story of Jesus, the Christ. Talked about some other ideas too. I am dead serious. I don't know what, we can argue over words, but let's get down to facts and really consider some principles. I mean, what I was talking about today regarding, oops, where'd that go? Regarding some of the ideas of peace. Wars end. It's simple. It's obvious. We have the opportunity here on earth. We've got everything we need. God has given us the answers. Life has given us the answers. The universe, whatever you want to call it, the answers are available for the world to know peace, for you to know peace, for me to know peace. It's always peaceful when you get rid of the arguments, when you let go of the fights, when you surrender yourself to that which is. With peace, you align with peace. It's really that simple. I hope it makes sense. Brothers and sisters, thank you again. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. Peace.